everybody, and welcome to another presentation by Tax50. This one will be regarding the COVID-19 Support for Businesses package announced by the government. This guidance provides details of support available to businesses, including the statutory sick pay relief package for small and medium-sized enterprises, also known as SMEs, a 12-month business rates holiday for all retail, hospitality and leisure businesses in England, small businesses grant funding of £10,000 for all businesses in receipt of small business rates relief or rural rate relief, grant funding of £25,000 for retail, hospitality and leisure businesses which have properties with a rateable value of between £15,000 and £51,000. The Coronavirus Business Interruption Loan Scheme to support long-term viable businesses who may need to respond to cash flow pressures by seeking additional finance. And also the HMRC Time to Pay scheme to help with tax. This is updated on the 20th of March 2020, and please like and share this presentation with somebody who you think it may help. Okay then, let's start off with the Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme. Under the Coronavirus Job Retention Scheme, all UK employers will be able to access support to continue paying part of their employees' salary for those employees that would otherwise have been laid off during this crisis. HMRC will reimburse 80% of furloughed workers' wage costs up to a cap of £2,500 per month. HMRC are working urgently to set up a system for reimbursement. Existing systems are not set up to facilitate payments to employers. To be eligible, you will need to designate affected employees as furloughed workers and notify your employees of this change. Changing the status of employees remains subject to existing employment law and, depending on the employment contract, may be subject to negotiation. Submit information to HMRC about the employees that have been furloughed and their earnings through a new online portal. HMRC will set out further details on the information required. Okay then, now let's move on to deferring VAT and income tax payments. Support is available to businesses by deferring VAT payments for 3 months. If you are self-employed, income tax payments due in July 2020 under the self-assessment system will be deferred to January 2021. For VAT, the deferral will apply from the 20th of March 2020 until the 30th of June 2020. VAT. The first thing you need to know is that all UK businesses are eligible. This is an automatic offer with no applications required. Businesses will not need to make a VAT payment during this period. Taxpayers will be given until the end of the 2020 to 2021 tax year to pay any liabilities that have accumulated during the deferral period. VAT refunds and reclaims will be paid by the government as normal. Income tax. If you are self-employed, you are eligible. This is an automatic offer with no applications required. No penalties or interest for late payment will be charged in the deferral period. HMRC have also scaled up their time to pay offer to all firms and individuals who are in temporary financial distress as a result of COVID-19 and have outstanding tax liabilities. Okay, then now moving on to the next topic, paying sick pay to employees. Small and medium-sized businesses and employers will be able to reclaim statutory sick pay (SSP) paid for sickness absence due to COVID-19. The eligibility criteria for the scheme will be as follows. This refund will cover up to 2 weeks SSP per eligible employee who has been off work because of COVID-19. Employers with fewer than 250 employees will be eligible. The size of an employer will be determined by the number of people they employed as of the 28th of February 2020. Employers will be able to reclaim expenditure for any employee who has claimed SSP according to the new eligibility criteria as a result of COVID-19. Employers should maintain records of staff absences and payments of SSP, but employees will not need to provide a GP fit note. If evidence is required by an employer, those with symptoms of coronavirus can get an isolation note from NHS 111 online, and those who live with someone that has symptoms can get a note from the NHS website. A rebate scheme is currently being developed. Further details will be provided in due course once the legislation has passed. Business rates holiday. The government will introduce a business rates holiday for retail, hospitality and leisure businesses in England for the 2020 to 2021 tax year. Businesses that receive the retail discount in the 2019 to 2020 tax year will be rebilled by their local authority as soon as possible. You are eligible for the business rates holiday if your business is based in England and your business is in the retail, hospitality and/or leisure sector. Properties that will benefit from the relief will be occupied hereditaments that are wholly or mainly being used as shops, restaurants, cafes, drinking establishments, cinemas and live music venues for assembly and leisure, or as hotels, guest and boarding premises and self-catering accommodation. If you qualify, then there is no action for you to take. This will apply to your next business rates bill in April 2020. However, local authorities may have to reissue your bill automatically to exclude the business rate charge. They will do this as soon as possible. Cash grants for retail, hospitality and leisure businesses. The Retail and Hospitality Grant Scheme provides businesses in the retail, hospitality and leisure sectors with a cash grant of up to £25,000 per property. For businesses in these sectors with a rateable value of under £15,000, they will receive a grant of £10,000. For businesses in these sectors with a rateable value of between £15,001 and £51,000, they will receive a grant of £25,000. You are eligible for the grant if your business is based in England and your business is in the retail, hospitality and/or leisure sector. Properties that will benefit from the relief will be occupied hereditaments and are wholly or mainly being used as shops, restaurants, cafes, drinking establishments, cinemas and live music venues, and for assembly and leisure, and also as hotels, guest and boarding premises and self-catering accommodation. Your local authority will write to you if you are eligible for this grant. Any inquiries on eligibility for or provision of the reliefs and grants should be directed to the relevant local authority. Businesses that pay little or no business rates. The government will provide additional small business grant scheme funding for local authorities to support small businesses that already pay little or no business rates because of Small Business Rates Relief (SBBR), Rural Rate Relief (RRR), and Tapered Relief. This will provide a one-off grant of £10,000 to eligible businesses to help meet their ongoing business costs. You are eligible if your business is based in England, you are a small business and already receive SBBR and or RRR, you are a business that occupies property. You do not need to do anything. Your local authority will write to you if you are eligible for this grant. Any inquiries on eligibility for or provision of the reliefs and grants should be directed to the relevant local authority. Businesses paying tax, time to pay service. All businesses and self-employed people in financial distress and with outstanding tax liabilities may be eligible to receive support with their tax affairs through HMRC's time to pay service. These arrangements are agreed on a case-by-case basis and are tailored to individual circumstances and liabilities. You are eligible if your business pays tax to the UK government, has outstanding tax liabilities. If you have missed a tax payment or you might miss your next payment due to COVID-19, please call HMRC's dedicated helpline on 0800 0159 559. If you are worried about a future payment, please call HMRC nearer the time. Coronavirus Business Interruption Loan Scheme. A new temporary coronavirus business interruption loan scheme delivered by the British Business Bank will launch early next week to support primarily small and medium-sized businesses to access bank lending and overdrafts. The government will provide lenders with a guarantee of 80% on each loan subject to a per-lender cap on claims to give lenders further confidence in continuing to provide finance to SMEs. The government will not charge businesses or banks for this guarantee, and the scheme will support loans of up to £5 million in value. Businesses can access the first 12 months of that finance interest-free, as the government will cover the first 12 months of interest payments. You are eligible for the scheme if Your business is UK based with a turnover of no more than £45 million per year, and your business meets the other British Business Bank eligibility criteria. The full rules of the scheme and the list of accredited lenders is available on the British Business Bank website. All the major banks will offer the scheme once it has launched. There are 40 accredited providers in all. You should talk to your bank or finance provider, not the British Business Bank, as soon as possible and discuss your business plan with them. This will help your finance provider to act quickly once the scheme has launched. If you have an existing loan with monthly repayments, you may want to ask for a repayment holiday to help with cash flow. The scheme will be available from early week commencing 23rd of March 2020. And we're going to finish this presentation with some more information. Support for larger firms through the COVID-19 Corporate Finance Facility. Under the new COVID-19 Corporate Finance Facility, the Bank of England will buy short-term debt from larger companies. This will support your company if it has been affected by a short-term funding squeeze and allow you to finance your short-term liabilities. It will also support corporate finance markets overall and ease the supply of credit to all firms. All UK businesses are eligible. The scheme will be available in week beginning 23rd of March 2020. More information is available from the Bank of England. Insurance. Businesses that have cover for both pandemics and government ordered closure should be covered, as the government and insurance industry confirmed on the 17th of March 2020 that advice to avoid pubs, theatres, etc. is sufficient to make a claim as long as all other terms and conditions are met. Insurance policies, however, differ significantly, so businesses are encouraged to check the terms and conditions of their specific policy and contact their providers. Most businesses are unlikely to be covered, as standard business interruption insurance policies are dependent on damage to property and will exclude pandemics. And finally, I would like to say a big thank you. Thank you for viewing this presentation. Please like and share. Hopefully you found some of this information useful, and thank you very much for watching. Your time has been greatly appreciated.